All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rawchaa, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well and who taught us this truth. Sincere salutations to you, Akim and Akwaf, around the four corners of the globe, believing this truth and pushing this truth in all sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. This is your brother Rawchaa from the GMS Orlando camp, and the title of this lesson is going to be A Response to a Dream, the Prophets Who Cried Wolf. All right, and this comes inspired by a vision that one of the Akim in the GMS Tampa Bay camp had. All right, as you can see, his channel name here is GMS Hamayam Shalamah. All right, and I'll play the video so you Akim can hear the vision. But one of the things that he touched on in his vision sparked the inspiration for this video. All right, because the majority of the people seem to think that we're crying wolf, that we're raising some type of false flag, that us telling them that the Lord is going to send famine, pestilence, martial law, race riots upon this land. He's going to destroy America, Babylon the Great, with thermonuclear missiles, man, that 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off. They seem to think that we're giving them some type of false warning. But in fact, these are the words of prophecy, man. These are the words of truth, all right? And this is a warning from the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, all right? As pursuing Ezekiel 3:17, we're giving you warning from the Lord, all right? And you people are going to soon see that this wasn't no crying wolf situation, man, that we were really telling you the words of truth. But without further ado, I'll play the video.
All right, Shalom.
Oh, Slakia, but I want to get this quick precept before I start, because this also is a prophecy in itself, man. All right? This vision in itself is a prophecy. This is Joel 2:28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. And this is yet another sign to tell us that we're in the latter days, man. To tell us that Yahushua is ever so closer to making his second return. And to repent and get right, man. All right, because we see these different visions ramping up within the body itself of believers in this faith, also within regular people, man. All right, videos have been circling around of young girls having visions of Yahushua returning back, and it being a dark and gloomy day. Old Edomites are having visions of them being unimportant in the heavens. Women are having dreams of Yahushua returning. Brothers are having dreams of the kingdom. All right, and race riots and FEMA camps. These things are ramping up, man, and it's a sign, man, from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to let us know we're in the latter days, man. And it says, and also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit. All right, and I will shew wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai come. It says, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord hath said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call. All right, and that's letting you know, man, that in the latter days the Lord will pour out his spirit upon the people, so that they will dream dreams of what's to come, you know, and prophesy of what's to come. Okay, and we see that happening. Also letting you know that deliverance is only for the nation of Israel, man, from these different calamities of what's to come. Salvation is only for the nation of Israel, all right? And on this side, only for the remnant of the nation of Israel, that 1/3 and 144,000 that's called to be saved. Because 2/3 of our people are slotted to be cut off here in this land, America, Babylon the Great, and around wherever they're scattered. So I'll get back to the video.
This is Brother Mayim coming at you from GMS Tampa Bay. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rawchaa Kodash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone. Much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and sincerity. All right, so I want to do a video here on a dream that I had last night through the Spirit. It was, it was a beautiful vision that the Lord sent me. Really gave me a a good perspective and feel, or a little glimpse, better yet, a little glimpse at what's to come. All right. And basically, I'm gonna go into a few precepts, and but first let me get the vision out. All right, it's not too long or anything like that. It was real quick, and what it was really a dream within a dream. All right, the dream started off. I was actually at work at my job, and where I work at, I'm pretty much outside except for the main building. And as I'm outside, I'm looking towards the north. I'm standing. My back is towards the east. My face is my body's facing towards the west, but my head is turned looking north. And I'm staring off into the distance, up at the sky as I usually do at work. And I noticed that as I'm looking north, I see some, like, something in the air coming towards us, coming my way. And as I keep looking, I noticed that it's jets, all right, and they were of like a blue color, and they were military jets. They were coming real low, and they were coming. And as I'm seeing this, I'm like, oh shit! I'm like, what the hell's going on now? So as I'm looking, I noticed that the jets start firing off missiles, and they weren't ICBMs or anything like that, but they were just regular, missiles that would be on a jet. And I noticed that all of them fire them, and there was 4 from.
And this is what us, the prophets, starting from the apostles of Great Millstone on down, are trying to tell you or trying to warn you of, man, because these things can happen at any moment. Which brings a scripture to my head. Didn't have laid out, but I want to get it real quick, because us, the prophets, we're trying to warn you of what season we're in. We're telling you to measure the times diligently, all right, to know what season you're in, to know what times you're in, all right, and we're in the times of the end. We're at the times where you have to be on point, man, or the Lord is going to overtake you as a thief in the night. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So you know perfectly that the day of the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. So what manner of persons are you to be in all holy conversation and godliness? It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So when the Lord decides to bring upon Jacob's trouble and all these calamities, it's going to come like a woman giving birth, man, suddenly, and it can happen. It's like it can happen while you're at work, while you're at home. Like the Akim said, he was at work, but it can happen where you're at home. All right, or you out partying, or you out, shucking and jiving, man. Whatever you're doing, it can happen when you least expect it. That's why you should know the times and seasons that you're in, man. All right, it says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. And that's what we're commanded to do, man. Watch and be sober of the times we're in, man. Because the Lord is coming as a thief in the night, and if you're not ready, he's gonna come to your destruction, man. All right, but back to the video.
Each jet, and it was 6 jets. It was 6 jets, and they all shot 4 missiles. And as soon as I seen the missiles get shot, I start telling the Jake at my job, he doesn't know anything about the truth. I don't speak to him about the truth. But he was kind of in, because I'm facing, as I face the west, I'm facing also the building. the work building, and there's a big garage door entry, and it was open, and he was standing in there with Esau, and he was talking to him, and I look, once I see the jets shoot the missiles, I look at him and I'm like, hey bro, like shit's going down, like these blue jets just, you didn't see the blue jets just fly by, they shot missiles, and they didn't believe me. All right, he wasn't believing me, and it was to the point to where I'm like, yo, like I'm serious, bro, like they just fucking shot missiles, bro, like we got to get the fuck out of here. And now the missiles, just for intents and purposes, the missiles weren't shot at us. All right, the missiles were shot beyond us. All right, I remember they were shot towards the east. All right, they were coming from the north, and they were making that turn, bank east. They were banking east, and they shot those missiles. All right, they shot the missiles. And now when I'm telling Jake, I'm calling out to Jake, and I'm telling him what just happened and what's coming. He wasn't really listening. He stopped listening after the first time, because at first he looked at me and he kind of waved me off. All right, and that actually
and like you heard, man. All right, the Jake basically thought he was crying wolf, man. And we're unto this people like a lovely song, man. This is Ezekiel 33 and verse 30. I'll start at verse 30. It says, also thou son of man, the children of thy people are still talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speaking one to another, everyone to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. And that's goes for the majority of the people, our people, man. They hear the words that we're saying. They hear the prophecies that's coming out. They hear that they need to repent so that they can be hid in the days of calamity. They hear that they need to repent and turn back, so the Lord doesn't destroy them. But they don't do these words, man. They fan it off. They go back to what they're doing, like the ox said in his vision, man. It says, for with their mouth they shew much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness, man. It says, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song, of one that hath a pleasant voice, and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not. All right, we're likened unto them as a very lovely song, man. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. The so-called white man's the devil. Yeah, America's gonna be destroyed. Yeah, man, the economy is failing, but I don't think all that's going to happen in our lifetime, man. I believe it. Yeah, America's going to fall. Yeah, it's a race riot coming. They hear our words, but they won't put forth action, all right, to be hid from these things, man. It says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. All these prophecies will come to pass. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them, man. All right, when these things, these different pestilences and famines and race riots and these RFID microchip starts to be pushed heavily, then they're going to know that a prophet was among them, that we weren't telling them, we weren't giving them no false warning, that we weren't crying wolf. All right, because the Lord is going to destroy this place, America, Babylon the Great, man. All right, this is Amos 9 and 8. It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom. What's the sinful kingdom, man? This place here, America, Babylon the Great, man. It says, and will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Why? Because, like he said in Joel 2 and 27, let me get it again. Not 27, but 32. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call. All right, so not all of the house of Jacob, not all of the house of Israel is going to be destroyed, because the Lord has a remnant, all right, that's slotted to be saved. All right, and those are the ones who repented, all right, who stopped and put off the works of darkness, man. All right, who stopped doing the ways of the world, man, and took heed unto this word. It says, "For lo, I will command and sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. And all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us." All right, because while the Lord is destroying America, Babylon the Great, he's also going to be destroying 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians too, man. Because he has a controversy with you, man. All right, he has a bone to pick with you, man. This is Hosea 12:2. The Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, had the controversy with Judah, and will punish Jacob according to his ways, according to his doings will he recompense him, man. All right, in layman's terms, man, the Lord has a bone to pick with you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. Because you refuse to hearken, man. Because you want to keep doing wickedness. All right, I got this word for controversy here in the blue letter. It's Rayab, and it says pleading, strife, controversy, dispute, strife, quarrel, dispute, controversy, case at law. All right, so basically, like I said, the Lord has a bone to pick with you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. All right, and he's going to do that by way of he's going to pick that bone by way of famine, by way of pestilence, by way of race riots, by way of FEMA camps, the RFID microchip, and these ICBM missiles, man. That's how the Lord is going to pick his that's how the Lord is going to pick his bone with you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. And we telling you of these things, man. We're trying to give you warning. We're giving you warning from the Lord, man. That if you don't turn, the Lord is going to come back, man, and kick your ass. And like the Akim in the camp says all the time, man, nothing is new, all right? There's nothing new under the sun. This is Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that have been is that which shall be. It is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath already been, it have already, Salakia, it have been already of old time, which was before. All right? And what has always happened, man? Before the downfall of a kingdom, the Lord sent his prophets out there to give the people warning from him. And that's what's happening now, man. The beginning of the end of a kingdom was always the Lord sending his prophets out, man. All right, and we see that now in our days, man. The Lord is sending his prophets out. Why do you think there's camps in every major city in America, Babylon the Great? Why do you think there's camps popping up around all the world? Rome, Italy, Africa, Australia, and these different countries, Germany. Why do you think these camps of prophets speaking the same thing are popping up all over the globe? Especially all over America. Prophesying of the downfall of America. Because that's what the Lord has always done before he's destroyed the kingdom, man. He's always sent his prophets out there to prophesy the downfall of the kingdom, man. This is Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. This is always what's happened, man. There's nothing new. With that being said, you should be able to see that this is a sign of the end, man. This is the end. We're at the end of this rulership. We're at the end of this kingdom. And it's time to get right, man. Because the Lord said that he's going to send the plagues of Egypt back, man. He's going to send the plagues of Egypt back. And the only ones that's going to be able to be covered from these plagues is going to be those who repent, man. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and will smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof, man. And this Egypt is talking about America, Babylon the Great, man. All right, because this place is referred to as spiritually Egypt, Sodom, and Gomorrah. All right. And the Lord said he's going to smite Egypt as with the plagues as before. But You have time to repent. You have time to get right, man. You have time to put off the mortal and put on the immortal, man. You have time. All right? You have time. That's why the warning is going out now. Why you have time, why you have liberty. Because it's going to come a time where the Lord is going to shut the doors of mercy, man. And he's going to unleash those winds, man. Those winds of wrath, man. It's going to be too late once he does that, man. So it behooves you, man, to take heed to the Lord's prophets, man, while they're still out there, while you still have the ability to go out on the streets and listen, while you still have the ability to go and type up these lessons and learn. It will behoove you to listen to the Lord's prophets, man. This is 2 Chronicles 20:20. And they rose early in the morning and went forth into the wilderness of Tekoa. And as they went forth, Jehoshaphat stood and said, Hear me, O Judah, and ye inhabitants of Jerusalem. Believe in Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, our power, so shall ye be established. Believe his prophets, so shall ye prosper. All right? And if you believe this warning that's going forth from the prophets, all right, you're going to prosper. All right? If you take heed to this warning and build yourself up now, you won't be warning you won't be wanting later. All right. So with that being said, Shalom.